What's up guys, Chadley here, back with episode 3 of Borderlands 3 Mythbusters. In the first 2 episodes, you guys left some really good myths for me to test, so I'm going to keep testing them here. Now the last video went a little long, so I'm going to try my best to keep it a little bit shorter. But real quick, before we jump into episode 3, I just wanted to thank the sponsor of this video, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a turn-based RPG done right. Raid is one of the top 3 ranked RPGs on the Google Play Store and has just been nominated as a finalist for Google Play's Best of 2019 User's Choice Award. And the best part, it is completely free to play. Let's open some ancient shards and check out some of the characters and decide if they're good or food. Now we actually got some pretty cool champions here. Some of my favorites are Marksman. This guy looks really awesome, and I've always loved ranged bow characters in games, so this guy has a special place in my heart. Another really cool champion I got, Greybeard. He looks awesome with the graphics in this game. This game has seriously some of the best graphics I've ever seen in a mobile game. Then the champion, Chaplain. She looks like a really cool support character. So what are you guys waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the special links, and you'll get 100,000 silver, 2 clan boss keys, 10 mystery shards, and a free awesome champion, the Executioner. Make sure you guys hurry up. This package will only be available for the next 30 days. You guys will find your extra rewards right here. Good luck, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so our first myth today is coming from Sir Hedwig. His myth is, crits with Flax Megavore deal less damage than a normal crit, like shooting somebody in their crit spot. So we're going to go over here to our little Jack dummy, because we finally have a target dummy for this series, which we've really been missing out on. So this is going to be very helpful and will help us out a lot. Now I'm actually going to add a little bit more to that myth. I also want to know if Megavore increases crit damage when you hit him in the crit spot. So I'm going to do that part first, just so we can know if there's any chance of like our shot being boosted by Megavore when we go to see the difference between the two. So let's just start off by shooting his head. So just to see, I have Megavore, and everything else is basically kill skills or nothing that's really going to influence. We just have a little bit extra damage with Grim Harvest, but that's obviously going to be the same with everything. And then no other skills. So shouldn't have anything else influencing this. So let's go ahead and shoot him in the head. Got 13k, 13, 13. All right, definitely looks like we're not getting any bonus damage because we definitely should have hit a Megavore by then. So we don't have anything to worry about in that case. So let's go ahead and see what we are doing to the Boggy. All right, we're looking for anything different than 13k. Nope, 13k. So it does the same exact as hitting them in their actual crit spot. So I'm going to have to call this myth busted. Now our second myth today is actually a revision to a myth we had in the last episode. So in the last episode, we tried to see if we can survive a punch from One Punch Man. But you guys actually had a different idea, and Armin said, with one punch, try to activate the stopgap first and then take the punch. So we're going to go ahead and try that here. Right now I'm on Zane with a stopgap. And when we activate our action skill with this Infiltrator class mod, our shield is going to break, and that's going to trigger the immune effect from the stopgap. So let's go ahead and give that a shot here. Okay, here he comes. So we're going to go ahead and let him do his thing. Once he starts actually running at us here, we're going to go ahead and deploy Sentinel, shield broken. And no, we're still going down even with the immune effect. I'm almost positive that was not 5 seconds yet, but I will give it one more shot. So we're back here again, and let's go ahead and spawn him real quick before these enemies come over here. So here he comes. Nothing has changed. I'm just going to wait for him to do his little roll, and then we're going to do Sentinel here. So yep, definitely still take damage even when immune. I know they shot me there, but it's not going to matter. So I'm going to have to still say surviving a one punch from One Punch Man is busted. So we're still here on Zane and Jeff Natilla. His myth is the lifesteal after attack command Beastmaster anointment works with Zane's Sentinel. So there is an anointment in the game. So after using attack command, gain 30% lifesteal for a short time. This is anointed Beastmaster, but we're going to see if that will work with Zane after you use the attack command with the Sentinel. So here on Sanctuary, you can actually use the attack command on Kevin. So we're gonna go ahead and deploy Sentinel and shoot the dummy, but first we need to hurt ourselves. So let's actually get rid of our shield here and our grenade. And just to show you guys, the only skills I have right now are these, and that's actually for our next myth. But there is nothing else and nothing that is going to give us health back. And just to show, we're going to shoot him and get no health back. So let's go ahead and call in our Sentinel and use the attack command on Kevin. So here we go. Pointing at Kevin, we got the attack command right there. And no life steal, unfortunately. So yep, cannot transfer this anointment, so I'm going to have to call this one busted. Our next myth is the one I was just mentioning that we're going to get to. This is going to have to do with anointment in the game that comes on grenades. On grenade thrown, weapon, grenade, and action skill damage are increased by 25% for 6 seconds. Now, I actually had this idea from when I was building Zane this week. And when you're using Zane, most of the time you're going to be running 2 action skills. I have Barrier and Sentinel on. So there's no way of actually throwing a grenade. I wanted to see if you could combine this with drone delivery, because Sentinel will actually use your grenade mod and throw it out every 15 seconds. So we're going to see if we can actually get that anointment to proc from the drone delivering the grenade. So there's no other skills to deal with here. And we don't have a class mod on, so there's no like violent momentum or anything like that being taken into account. So we're just going to use the Unforgiven. It's very consistent. So I'm also going to shoot from this line, so I have a little bit more time to line up the shot. So from right here, we're going to hit 891, looks like, consistently. Okay, finally, Kevin is maybe cooperating, so we're just going to go ahead and quickly send out this drone and see if the grenade will give us boosted damage before he runs away too far. So there's the grenade. We saw the indicator right there. And now we're hitting 1113. I don't know why that went up to 35 right there, but it was 1113, and then we're still hitting 891 now, and now we're going to actually just sit here and wait for him to do another grenade. There it is. We should hit 1113 again. There it is. So if we actually do the math, that is basically exactly a 25% increase. There's a little bit of rounding involved, but yeah, it does work. The anointment does proc when using drone delivery, so that is actually really cool. So I'm gonna have to call this one confirmed. Finally, our last myth of episode 3 is gonna come from LMAO. It's Asuero21. His myth is you get into Iron Bear faster when you jump. So to test this, I'm just gonna see how many frames it takes to get into Iron Bear, and I'm just gonna time it from when my HUD disappears on this screen right here to when it appears in Iron Bear. I'm gonna do the same thing for both, and we're gonna see how many frames it took in each. First, we're just gonna do standing still. So we're gonna go ahead and activate our action skill. Okay, and then on the screen here, I'll have how many frames that took. Okay, we have our action skill back. Now I'm gonna jump in the air and activate Iron Bear, and the same thing, I'm gonna time from when the HUD disappears on my screen to when it reappears once I'm in Iron Bear. Okay, I'll have that time up right now, and we can see. Now, I don't know if you guys are as surprised as I am, but I'm actually really surprised that jumping and getting into Iron Bear is way quicker than just activating Iron Bear. The biggest surprise to me is just how much faster it is to actually jump and do it. It's over 2 times as fast. So for all you Moze players out there, make sure you guys are jumping and activating your Iron Bear. It's going to save you a ton of time, and it's just a lot less annoying to actually go into Iron Bear, especially if you guys are using Iron Bear to get any sort of like action skill and skills. So yeah, you definitely get into Iron Bear quicker while jumping. Confirmed. But that's actually all the time we have for today's myths. If you guys enjoyed episode 3 of Borderlands 3 Mythbusters, make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video to let me know. It really helps me out. If you want your myth featured in the next episode of Borderlands 3 Mythbusters, make sure to leave a comment down below of this video. Make sure to head the comment with the word myth. It makes it really easy for me to find them and much easier for me to feature you guys in these episodes. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want these videos to be on the longer side or shorter side. Now, the last episode was, I think, 15 minutes. That video just turned into a jumbled mess for me. It was a lot to keep track of. So I'm never going that long again. This is probably the longest I'll ever make them, is around 10 minutes. But if you guys want them around like 5 minutes, just super quick and snappy, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.